You're watching ATN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do our review for this episode of Arrow. Whoa. First of all, let me just say this. If the person who wrote or created this episode is a man or a woman, either way, they're good at foreplay. They're good at foreplay. If it's a woman, I would definitely want to have an opportunity because, boy, you want to talk about teasing, man. A very good episode, and Arrow seems to be picking up some really good steam lately. This episode, yesterday we had The Flash. We had Adam on The Flash. This episode, obviously, we're seeing Adam basically getting some tips from Oliver, and then I really liked how Oliver was hooked up to the suit and Ray was just the passenger. That was really cool. I thought that was really cool and probably helped Oliver a little bit, knowing that he can't go out there gallivanting as the Arrow for the time being. But this episode is really good. I mean, a couple of moments where my jaw dropped, like when Roy got stabbed, I was like, okay, the first thing I tried to do was say to myself, wait a minute, didn't I see him in some trailers? Then when they came back from the commercials, we see he's all fine and well, but he left and he's got to leave because, people have seen him on TV. People think he's the Arrow. So, I don't remember reading anything about him leaving the show. So I'm a little lost on this one. But he'll probably come back somewhere or another. He'll probably come back. The Thea thing caught me off guard. And if they were smart, they would have chose to not show her in next week's scenes, because up until I saw that, I really thought she was dead. And first of all, Thea, what are you thinking? Thea, really? You're going to try and take on a demon's head who nearly killed your brother? And while you're obviously well trained by Malcolm, you're not on that level yet. So I commend her for bravery, but bravery sometimes can be really stupid. Actually, the thing I loved about this episode the most was Captain Lance's conviction. I really like Captain Lance, the character. I do, because whether he's on a rampage going after Arrow or working with Arrow, man, I like the character. He's just got such strong conviction about the law. And, granted, we know that what he's doing is more personally driven, but that doesn't take away that conviction. He always has that. I like seeing that character. Obviously, I liked it better when he was working with Arrow, but nonetheless, it makes it so effective seeing him in this position right now. I spoke about this many times throughout my reviews this season, that once he finds out his daughter was dead, it was just going to be, I'm kind of glad he turned out this way, because my biggest fear was that he would just fall into such a deep funk that he would just either commit suicide or just something bad would happen. But it's driven him to really do the right thing, because vigilantism is not, it's against the law, and Oliver has killed people. So let's not forget season 1. But really, man, Roz is really putting his foot on Oliver's throat right now. He's preventing him from becoming Arrow. He's already put 2 people that Oliver loved in a position to die. We all thought that Roy was a goner after the commercial break, only to find out that they pre-planned this. And give Roy credit. He basically has done something that Oliver would do. He's learned so much from Oliver, and it's good to see, because it's not something we got to see all the time. That's one thing. We always saw Roy just there, Roy, Arsenal, Roy. But to see him actually hatch a plan, and for it to succeed, and such a brilliant plan at that. And we spoke about this. We all knew that Captain Lance knew that he was an Arrow. He made that very clear in the beginning of the episode. So not only did Roy get himself out of this, but he cleared Oliver's name to everyone except, obviously, Captain Lance, who still has a hard-on to find him. Now, Adam, he belongs on The Flash. Let's just keep it real. He belongs on The Flash. There were a couple of times I was with Oliver all the way, rolling my eyes like, oh, my God. And I'm a geek. I love tech stuff. Some of you guys know I build computers. I work in IT. I love geek tech stuff. But damn, I don't walk around quoting the flashlight, come on. That is so Flash, you know what I mean? Just go hang out with Cisco and Caitlin. No, but it was still cool to see him fleshed out a little bit more, because we saw him last time in Flash. That was very cool. We saw him here, and we got to see him in a position where his suit really didn't make a difference. He really needed that instinct that Oliver was talking about. He needs to not rely on that suit so much. And what's more interesting is the meta, and I'm going to say this with quotes because apparently this guy's not a metahuman, but this guy is going to be an interesting storyline as well. because he wasn't around when the particle explosion happened. So that's going to be an interesting little tale. Whether or not we see it on Arrow or on Flash remains to be seen. But everything's linking up. You know, like, it's amazing how we had the Flash versus Arrow doubleheader a couple of months ago, and I remember reading the creator saying, "Oh, you won't see that again." And here we are. We're spearheading right into it. So, you know, with this Thea thing, I don't know what's going to happen. You know, we another thing we heard about, a lot of people spoke about this when Oliver supposedly died, was the Lazarus Pits. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we saw Roz confirm them, and now it looks like Thea is going to be in the Lazarus Pits. Roz knows what he's doing. He knows that Oliver is going to want Thea back. So Roz is going to say, "You want her back? Take my place. I'll dump her in the water. She'll be baptized, and she'll be good to go. She'll wake up feeling like she just stepped off the assembly line." So, so a lot to do, man. It's a lot going on. Arrow's really, really picking it up. I'm enjoying it. Flash, obviously, you know, it's not very often we get to say that this week's episode of Arrow is better than Flash, but it was. It was clearly better. You know, my only criticism, if I am going to criticize, because I really did like the episode, even the dorky Ray Palmer parts, I think one of those two deaths they should have kept. That would be a good shock factor. I mean, can you imagine if Thea was really dead, she's not coming back next week? That means Oliver lost his whole family. And then when you think about it, he lost his whole family, and when you look at how much he's accomplished, you know, even though he stopped Deathstroke last year and all that, he's not really in a good place right now. He's not in a good position. So, but be that as it may, I mean, look, Roy coming back wasn't such a, because I even said when he went down, like, he's not going to die like this. This is shitty. There's no way Roy could die like this. So when he came back after the break, I was like, okay, that's believable. When Thea got stabbed, that made perfect sense to me because, first of all, she's trying to fight Roz. This is not happening. Second of all, you know, I mean, he stabbed her right through us. But then when I saw the coming attraction and I saw her in the hospital, then she's being dumped in the water, I'm like, okay, she's coming back. But I guess I just would want to see how that's going to drive the story had she been killed. What's that going to do to Oliver? Is that going to be the motivation he needs to finally beat Roz? But we'll never know because she's alive. So, but look, overall, it was a really good episode. Even for those few moments, man, we were, you know, at least I was, not so much Roy, because while I was surprised when he got stabbed, I said he ain't gonna die like that. But when Thea got stabbed, I'm like, oh shit, she's dead. So, but, you know, it was short-lived, but for the moment it happened, it was pretty effective. And overall, the episode was good. Seeing Oliver struggle to sit there and basically do nothing, but what he doesn't realize is that the people around him were doing a lot. You know, Roy was doing his best to get out there and stop someone. Obviously, Diggle, Felicity, and Roy came up with a plan to get Roy out of jail before he even went in. And, you know, it's Oliver's got to learn how to trust his people. I mean, you don't have to recruit these people for nothing. And sometimes the show really does well when it's not just Oliver out there doing everything. I thought the Roy parts were great. When he got into the fight, he beat those guys' asses and revealed that he came up with the plan. That was phenomenal stuff. That was grade A stuff to me. So those kinds of things they should do more and just use those and compliment Oliver or Arrow when he's out there saving people. But overall, fantastic episode. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the last 4 episodes and obviously Flash and how these two are going to clash again towards the end of the season. And then just expect a big depressed slump when these two shows are over. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. This is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit ETN's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description. You're watching ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do our review for this episode of Arrow. Whoa. First of all, let me just say this. If the person who wrote or created this episode is a man or woman, either way, they're good at foreplay. They're good at foreplay. If it's a woman, I would definitely want to have an opportunity because, boy, you want to talk about teasing, man. A very good episode, and Arrow seems to be picking up some really good steam lately. This episode, you know, yes, look, yesterday we had the Flash. We had Adam on the Flash. This episode, obviously, we're seeing Adam basically getting some tips from Oliver, and then I really, really liked how Oliver was hooked up to the suit and Ray was just the passenger. That was really cool. I thought that was really, really cool and probably helped Oliver a little bit, knowing that he can't go out there gallivanting as the Arrow for the time being. But this episode is really, really good. I mean, a couple of moments where my jaw dropped, like when Roy got stabbed, I was like, okay, the first thing I tried to do